Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be telling you about everything you know about the ancient cities coming to the wild update so far. So if you like Minecraft videos like this one, then please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft videos like this one. And so yes, today we're going to be taking a close look at the ancient cities. So these are a new structure that will be generating underground in the 1.19 wild update. So far we haven't seen a lot about these ancient cities just yet. Mainly we have, of course, the clip we saw at Minecraft Live. And today we will be taking a closer look at that clip to see what the ancient cities will be made up of and what are the special features of it. Of course, this is an early version of the ancient cities, and so they might still change. And so of course in the ancient cities there will be these different sculk blocks. So there will be the sculk block, the sculk vein, the sculk shrieker to alert the warden, and the sculk catalyst. And so first let's just take a look at the clip from Minecraft Live. So the ancient cities are also called the deep dark cities, and they will be able to generate below Y0 in your world. And so it will be made up of a whole lot of different blocks. So of course there are the different sculk blocks, but there are also different deepslate blocks like chiseled deepslate and deepslate tiles. Furthermore, we also see a whole lot of white candles, but also soul lanterns. And in this shot we can also see some smooth basalt. Then here the player starts to walk on some sort of grey wool, it seems like. It seems like an odd choice, but it seems to be grey wool. And there are also multiple loot chests throughout the ancient cities, and these will actually have unique loot. So there will be items you cannot find anywhere else, and will provide unique abilities and mechanics to players that you can't attain in any other way. So all of these blocks make up these long hallways around a big central feature, of which we get a very beautiful shot here, I do believe. So yeah, here we have a shot of the center feature of the ancient cities. It's a sort of portal in the center. And if we brighten this up, we see that this portal is made up of some sort of weird block. So we haven't seen this block before, and so far we're just calling it the deepslate frame. So it appears to be some sort of deepslate related block at least, and this portal will have some sort of interesting feature. We'll have to play to see what it is, which is what the developers were saying during Minecraft Live. And so furthermore, we can also see 4 redstone lamps here, which normally never generate in any structure in the game. So that's a new block in the structure here as well, although they don't seem to be lit up here. And there's also soul fire burning below this sort of portal, which we could see very well during the shot leading up to this image. And so most likely there's soul soil or soul sand below that soul fire, because otherwise it isn't a soul fire but just normal fire. And then as I said, indeed, there are the different sculk blocks in here, like the sculk shrieker that will give us the darkness effect if we make too much noise. The sculk sensor will give a signal to the sculk shrieker, and it will activate, giving the player the darkness effect. And here we can also see that the bottom texture of the sculk catalyst looks a little bit strange. It's not a single color, but there's actually some sort of pattern visible on the bottom texture of the sculk catalyst. Then the only mob that will be able to spawn in the ancient cities and the deep dark is the warden, and it will spawn when you activate the sculk shriekers too many times. And so the loot shown here is not unique loot I was talking about earlier. That will be added in the future. And so here we can actually see more soul fire, and we can also see the soul sand below the soul fire, confirming that it's indeed soul sand in the ancient cities. Then here, of course, the warden comes out of the ground, out of the skull. But here, let's stop the video. So we actually see a skeleton skull here. So this is quite strange, because of course, normally you would only be able to obtain a skeleton skull by letting a charged creeper blow up a skeleton. But here, there's just a skeleton skull lying on a deepslate block. So that's quite strange. We don't know if this is just a placeholder or is actually going to be an item in the ancient cities you can collect here. But still pretty interesting to see it in this structure. Then the rest of this video doesn't reveal anything else about the ancient cities we haven't seen before. Just a little bit more of the structure here. But we won't be able to see it very well because of course you have the darkness effect and the warden is chasing us. And yes, the warden will do a whole lot of damage even when wearing full netherite armor. Look at this, just 1 and 2 hits and you're dead. And then I do want to mention that we briefly also see another block here in the ancient cities, and that is some oak planks up here. Then we also have a concept artwork that was also shown during Minecraft Live. That is this one over here, which shows how these ancient cities should feel like. But this is just a concept artwork, and so the blocks you see in here will most likely not be added into the game. It will most likely indeed be made up of deepslate and sculk blocks. And so that is pretty much all we know about the ancient cities so far. Not much apart from what we saw during Minecraft Live. They're really keeping this quiet. We haven't seen any tweets about the ancient cities. A couple about the warden, but yeah, nothing about the structures themselves. And so we're just gonna have to wait until these structures get added to a Bedrock beta or to a Java Edition snapshot. We should see our first snapshots either this month or early next month. So I'm really excited for the ancient cities, and I hope you are too. And so if you like this video, then please make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more Minecraft videos like this one. I want to thank my tier 3 member, the Smikkelaar. Thank you so much for becoming a tier 3 member. If you also want to become a member, click the blue join button below the video to check out the different tiers. There we go. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you all in the next one. So until then, bye bye!